Hey guys, it's Big Mike, and like always, I'd like to thank you for being here today. Today we're doing an AMA with Michael Patak of TopstepTrader. The AMAs are designed to be quick and casual. There's a 30-minute limit. There's no prepared presentation, and we're going to be taking questions the entire time. So go ahead and start typing your questions right now. Any questions that you have, anything to do with TopstepTrader, or really anything to do with trading in general would be fine. And Michael will do his absolute best to get everybody's questions answered today. The AMA is being recorded. I will post the recording on BMT and on YouTube sometime later today. If you're watching the recording, do me a favor and give us a thumbs up if you like it. All right, with that, let me turn things over to Michael. All right, Michael, there we go. All right. I can hear
Mike,
you.
you got me?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can hear you. And now I see your desktop.
Yeah, I wasn't going to be showing our screen, so is that going to be something that...
That's fine. Maybe just a web browser with your website or something. I think people might have questions about that. Okay, so let's see. So as we're waiting for people to ask questions, I'm going to just take a look at the thread and see if there's any other questions in the thread recently. Hang on.
I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Thank you, Big Mike, for having me on. It's always a pleasure being with the BMT elites over here and the good crowd that you get.
Thank you. All right, so I see some discussion recently about a change in the number of days. Do you want to talk about that and any kind of answer any kind of confusion that may come up? I see people talking about whether or not they can still do 20.
Yeah. So, guys, that's a good question. We have some really cool stuff that we have going on right now. What we basically did was give me 1 second. I got this chat in here. What we basically did is as far as on the combines on the page, we took off the 20-day combines. Majority of people were getting funded under the 10-day combine, and that is something that we took off. And since then, we basically, if you want an extension, we have people that are in longer combines, and what we do with that is people can just customize. So that's something that we did. I want to say it was a lot of feedback we received. Give me 1 second. I'm getting a lot of pop-ups going on. Sorry. So since then, people that want more time are able to do that with a customized combine. So if you are interested in more time with the same objective, please contact us. We made it very easy for new users to come here and understand, all right, this is a 10-day combine. The duration was simple. It was 1 month. We want users using the combine for a couple things. For one, it's a career development tool. It's not only a funding option, it's for you to develop. So that's something that we wanted people to focus on. We wanted people to focus on 1 month periods of either breaking a habit, working on a bad habit to neutralize it, or putting themselves in a better position. So that's something that the 10-day, having that on for new users. Now, you can customize that and have longer time periods. We do have something that we opened up to a limited amount of traders right now. It is what's called a continuous combine. It's basically where you can have all the time in the world that you need to meet the objective. So whether you can meet the objective in 1 month or 1 year, that is something that is entirely up to you.
Okay. Now, is that something that people can ask for, or they need to be like invited into that?
We just what's kind of interesting about this. We just opened it up to a select few yesterday. These kind of are people that have been in our program for a while.
Okay.
So if you do want to get, if it is something, if it is something that you are interested in, please contact us. Right now, it is for a select group of traders. And usually we are opening it up to those that keep rolling over, because you'll be able to keep your balance. You'll be able to keep everything you're doing. Okay. You can wait for your setups. You can wait for the market to, right now the markets are pretty quiet. You can be waiting for this. You could trade 1 day each month. So this is something that we had gotten some feedback saying, you know what, I don't want to be pressured to trade every day or within a month period,
Right.
and that's something that we wanted to open up. So it is one of those that pay for the data fees and all that. It would be a recurring kind of monthly fee, and then but your objective would be the same. So if your objective is whatever amount, and it takes you a year to get there, then that makes it easier per month rather than kind of a daily trading average.
Right, but getting back to what the masses are doing, so if I understand correctly, when you say 10-day combine, you don't mean 10 calendar days from like the day it started, but that you have to trade 10 days. Is that right?
We need at least 10 days of 10 trading days. So a trading day, just so everybody's tuning in, a trading day is when you get a fill. So if you are working an order to get long at the price of 80 and crude oil comes down to 81 and then firms up and rallies the rest of the day, that does not count as a trading day. It kind of stinks that you missed a trade, but that happens in this great game of trading. So, but if it comes down, fills you at 80, and then rallies up, that would be considered a trading day. So we need to see at least trading days. So this is a minimum of 10 trading days, and you have all the time in the world to finish it. So that is something that's very new. That just got launched.
So as far as like a calendar timetable that somebody has to get those 10 days done, it's open? There's open-ended?
Yes, yes. So you do not, if it takes you 2 years, it takes you 2 years. But with the data fees and the relationship we have with the platforms, you will have a monthly fee or subscription, basically. So it's basically like a membership model that we have. We're opening this up. This is something that we're slowly opening up. And we will have, we've been planning this, so that's one of the reasons why we wanted to take away the 20-day. People have talked about having more time. This is one way that we're slowly opening that up to more time. And you'll have all the time in the world to meet your objective. Shouldn't put any pressure on you to try to find trades. You can let the market come to you, and that's one of the ways we want to help you develop.
You said something earlier on about, I know that your objective is to fund people. But I've kind of said for a long time that I view the combine twofold. One is like a discipline, like a way to really instill some discipline into people, which is really one of the things that most people are lacking in this area.
Yeah.
So when I describe TopstepTrader to somebody, I try to not just say, look, this is only to get funded. This is really to build your own skills, even if you don't even care to get funded. I mean, funding is nice, don't get me wrong, but I think it has a lot of structure, which is really important for people. So I like the program mainly for that.
Well, another thing that we're having, we partner with FXCM, which is technology-wise, it's taking a little longer than planned. But some of the things that they came to reach out to us, and the Forex markets and kind of the failure rate over there, it's pretty massive. They reached out to us basically saying we can help them retain their people and keep them live longer. Because the whole problem in this industry, one of the underlying problems is lack of experience. A lot of people just jump in the markets, no experience, trade, then they blow out or struggle in some way, shape, or form, and just either slow down or completely stop or shut down their account. So that is something that they're looking at it as a way for them, for their clients, brokerage firms. And that's what we'll be partnering. Our goal is to partner with the Interactive Brokers, Thinkorswims down the road, and basically give people the ability to gain experience. Because a lot of times when you look at any profession out there, the guys that do the best are the ones that are the most experienced, and they understand the ebbs and flows of the industry, and the more experience you have, the better you are to go against the other professionals. Right.
So Martha is asking, she says she got an email recently about a new product, wants to know how volatile the product is. So let's talk about products. Like what products do you allow your guys to trade? What markets?
Well, I think she's referring to, we have a newsletter that goes out once a week, and we pick a subject line that's fun and exciting that's out of the newsletter. And there's a fun fact at the bottom of the newsletter. We put fun facts, and it was a fun fact I think a long time ago, something about that they used to trade cat pelts, and they were traded at in St. Louis. So I think the subject line was new product. cat pelts. And if that's what it was, it was a big, our community liked it. It was a joke. But as far as the products traded, we are futures only at this time. We are expanding into Forex, but the futures product listed are on our site. There, you can go to the Learn More. I will take you there. And actually, it's the help section of TopstepTrader. And then you can go to the products permitted. So I'm just going to go right here, the products permitted of the help section, and you can see the products permitted right now. So these are our products permitted. There are some of them, as you will notice, that products below are only available to trade from 9 to 1. This is due to liquidity issues. This is due to fills are not always indicative of a live market fill. Everybody is trading on a real-time simulator, and your failures are simulated, and that's the great thing about this. And the successes that you have are noticed, and that's the great thing about this as well. So we want to make sure that those fills are accurate, and that's why we have time restrictions on some of these.
Right, sure.
But the most common products traded are crude oil, S&P, euro, and gold.
Okay. Another question here, what's the max loss limit for a continuous combine? So the continuous, I know, is something that's not gonna matter for most people, only a select few, but what about for the regular combine?
It's the same. Everything is the same. Whatever you guys see in your 10-day combine right now on the site, so let's go back to here real quick, and we'll go up to the combine. What you guys are looking at right here, the duration would be unlimited on the continuous. So you're basically, this profit target, our combines are simply follow the rules, and your initial deposits returned to you. In the continuous, there is no deposit. This is a monthly subscription that keeps the data feeds. We pay platforms and all that kind of good stuff, and then our staff. And so if you meet or exceed the profit target, that is when you will then be moved on. So whether that takes you 10 days, so the rules are all the same. The only difference is, and this is very new, and I wasn't going to get into it too much here, but your group and your community is a phenomenal community, and when they interact with our community at TopstepTrader, a lot of good things happen, and they're all driving each other to get better. So that's an awesome thing. So I do want to announce it to you guys. So there is the only difference of the rules is this right here says a minimum of 10 days, and there's no within. There's right here. So that's the only difference you're going to be seeing with the continuous combine. This is a new combine that we are adding. One of the reasons why we took off the 20-day combine was to slowly introduce this. When you first come to TopstepTrader, there is the duration of 10 days. And if you want to contact us, we have not added it to the website, but there is a certain page for it. You can contact us, and if that is something you're interested in.
Okay. So as you know, there's a lot of people on BMT that are in combines that journal them. They post the screenshots of the performance report or whatever the daily summary is from TopStep. I know that. I know that whenever things changed, I guess from the 20-day to a 10-day, at first people were like, "Oh, it's not enough time." But then I saw, as you answered questions and people were asking about what really changed, if I understood it right, people can still request a 20-day or whatever they want through the custom combine. If they have something in particular that they want to do, all they have to do is request it, right?
Yeah, and again, that's exactly what they have to do. It's all there. Everything's still there. You just have to. It's a custom combine, and we wanted to streamline things. It was very confusing for our team to talk to new users, and new users would be like, "Okay, why do you have a 10 and 20 day? I don't get it." And it's the same objective. So we wanted to streamline it. So you know this, Mike, with the internet superhighway. When people are coming in here, if it's confusing, they just leave. And that's something that we want to let them know that this is what the opportunity is. And then if you need more time, customize it.
Right. And I imagine, you have all kinds of statistics on your side that probably tell you, what the majority of people are doing, the ones that pass the combine. So you try to funnel people in that direction, I would guess.
Yeah.
That's what makes sense.
Yes.
All right. So let's see. Maku's asking, he says there's numerous educational venues out there for people learning how to trade. He wants to know not so much the combine, but don't you have another educational program? He wants to know, what's different with yours versus what other people are doing.
Well, we're a teach a man to fish type operation. So we have TopstepTrader University, which we've partnered with Bob Iacchino to put together the College of Trader Development. We have not made this announcement either, because as of 2 weeks ago, we put the platform together and partnered with a group that has the technology. It is an intuitive e-learning platform. So we have a professional level education that is now put on an intuitive e-learning platform. So you will be able to get a login information, and you'll be able to watch a video. You can then advance. You know exactly where you are in your experience, I should say the College of Trader Development. If you're in your freshman year, you know how far in your freshman year you are complete. If you're 20% done with it, or if you're 100% done with your freshman year, then you move on to your sophomore year. And you cannot move on or advance unless you get at least a 90% on your quizzes. So we're not one of those groups that will send you a DVD and a stack of DVDs and say, all right, this one's on charts, this one's on indicators, good luck. We want to make sure you're retaining the information and you're not advancing until you pass the test. And I think that says a lot about what we feel about education, is the fact that we want you to be retaining this, absorbing it, and not just, okay, I got it, and put me back in the markets. So we do have TopstepTrader University, and the College of Trader Development is something that people.
So speaking of methodology, I mean, do you find that most people are trading very similarly? I mean, are a lot of people trading profile, market profile, volume profile, or a lot of people trading certain styles, or is it really kind of everybody has their own way?
It's a good question. It's trendy. Since starting this company 4 years ago, you see individuals jump from VWAP to the Bollinger Band. All these different indicators have been out there for a while, and it's like when ones are working, then everybody flocks to the ones that are working, because these indicators, they do work at times, and then sometimes they get out of tune with the market, and that's why we always say, stick with keep it super simple, the KISS method, and you'll know when your indicator's out of tune, so then you know how to react as a trader. So there's not anyone that I see everybody sticking to. It is a trend. Right now, VWAP seems like a volume price weighted and all that kind of stuff seems like it's a pretty common one.
Okay, and I've seen a lot of people recently with trading on NinjaTrader in particular, that are using custom domes to sorry, you get some fire truck or something. Yeah, they're using custom domes to show them depth or different kinds of order flow. Do you see a lot of that? I mean, all that stuff still works on your system. They can still run it, but they can just execute on. It's not just T4, right? You can execute on Ninja, is that right?
Oh yeah, you can. So basically, you can execute on. We have Sierra charts. We have market delta. We have eSignal. We have eSignal coming out, I believe, next week. So that's something that's new. So anybody that does have, how NinjaTrader has a lot of people that connect to it. All those, if you were in our combine, all those orders and anything you're trading that is through those indicators that works when you are trading live will be funneled to your combine, and that's how we basically evaluate your performance. And those that are performing well, those are the ones that are moving on to the funded level, and those that are struggling in any way, then they're hopefully using that information to get better. Right.
Okay. I know that there's like a trading room or something that it's like where everybody just gets together and you go over like news of the day or headlines. Is that right?
Yes. So we opened our Squawk Radio, which is completely free to the public now. We want this to be an option that people can come have a place each day. We partner with other individuals that will be having their own chat rooms. We're speaking to some ones that you've had on here, educators, to give them their own chat room because they educate. And then there's times, and you're a trader, Mike, and when there's times it's like watching the paint dry. Well, our Squawk Radio makes it fun and exciting, too, for you to hear what the other community is talking about. We do interviews. We have our educational interviews, different kind of segments. We have webinars. Pretty much each week where an educator will come on and teach something. We do those typically on Fridays, so it's like end of the week you're filling up your tank of knowledge. So hopefully whatever you did during the week you're learning from, and then at the end of the week you learn some new information, and we keep rolling that over as traders. We keep rolling that over to the next week and making ourselves better.
Okay.
But you can go to TopstepTrader.com/chat. If you just go to TopstepTrader.com/chat, you can get right into it and see kind of what's going on in there. I'll show you guys this. So you can see right now kind of who, if you log in right here, you can log in as a guest and get right into this. So TopstepTrader.com/chat.
Okay, so everybody can do this. You don't have to be a member.
Yes.
Okay.
I can log in and show you guys, and you can get right in. So now you're in here chatting with other traders. So I'm going to get out of here just because it's picking up sound.
Okay. So I know that
this is free to the public.
Gotcha. I know that on your YouTube channel you used to do like interviews whenever somebody got funded. Are you guys still doing that?
Mm-hmm. We are doing that. We are collecting these interviews. We have a new dashboard which kind of flashed up there. I'll show you guys a sneak peek. That's a sneak peek. That's a staging server. So short little sneak peek of our dashboard. I can just show you that. But that's coming out here within 2 weeks. I didn't want to show you. I get scolded from our team because then it gets a lot of emails saying when is this coming out. So we have a new dashboard coming out. So you'll be able to search different profiles. We have our funded traders that have been funded since the day we started to the ones that are getting funded now. We're going to eventually be putting their videos onto their profiles. And that's something that we don't want to be sending people to different channels. We want to keep it all for that user to have a good experience at TopstepTrader. If I see a funded individual, I can actually go to his profile, his or her profile, see kind of their trading plan. You'll see their trading plan, and then you will be able to hear an interview if they got funded. If they didn't get funded, then you'll just see their trading plan. So that's how we're going to be branching out. We had profiles with our older site, and now we're kind of creating a dashboard to make everything very user-friendly.
Right. And these funded traders, they're in the rooms, right, and they're talking throughout the day or chatting throughout the day, saying whatever they see from time to time, right?
Yes, and that's where we try to keep a very transparent community. If they got funded, you'll have the ability. They'll have a green L next to their name, and next to their chat name, so their avatar would be like a green L. We call it trading badges. And if they have a green L, then they were funded. They're either funded currently or they're funded at one point. And you can communicate with them, ask them their experience, and find out more information about that.
Okay. L for live, right? That's what that means?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. So another question. In the chat room, there's been a few traders that are self-funded. What's the benefit of being self-funded, and what's the minimum balance, et cetera? How does that work?
All the basic, the self-funded badges are ones that we have some firms that we work with, and if they have an account with them, their own funded account, then we would change their badge to a black L, and that basically implies that they are trading live. If they are trading their personal, if it's either their personal income or somebody else's, or their personal capital or somebody else's. But basically just recognizing the fact that they are trading live, and that's the badge with that. Okay,
gotcha. Sven is asking or saying, hey, it would be a good idea to do the interview series, like an ongoing interview series with the funded traders who are receiving paychecks. So have you ever gone back and like done follow-ups? Yeah.
Yeah, we do that. Here's the problem with that, guys. You're trading really well. You're cashing check. You don't want to be bothered. And I'm not going to get on there and say, hey, trader XYZ, you got to do an interview, because then that just would it take him into a psychological, hey, I'm pretty dang good at what I do. maybe I could just relax on this. And we've seen traders that think that they're really good. And actually been producing base hits, doubles, kind of $200 a day, $300, have $1,000 a day, have $1,000, and then next thing you know, they start thinking they're God's gift to trading, and they start struggling. Think about that with the professional sports. When somebody starts getting really cocky and ahead of themselves, they usually get, put back into check, and the market will put you back into check really quick. So we try not to get into that trader's head. Remember, they're trading our partner's capital, and our goal with this firm is to make sure that if you are coming up to the funded level, that it's a win-win for everybody. You're producing, the equity partner is happy, and we're happy because we pretty much put you and the equity partner together.
Yeah, that was the first thing I was going to say, is the psychological part, because I've done it myself. I've seen many others do it, completely unintentional, nothing with the best intentions, but somebody can just start talking and they can maybe describe what they do, right, their methodology, and they will describe it maybe one way that's a little bit different than what they've been doing, and then they psych themselves out or whatnot to make changes based on what they just told everybody that they're doing, and then that doesn't work. It's just little things. Trading is such a psychological game. It's such a mental exercise. Yeah.
But it's completely their choice. And when you make the senior level is basically when you can start requesting withdrawals from your account. When you make the senior level, we do basically say, all right, congratulations, you're doing a heck of a job. If we would like to interview you, it's completely up to you. Some of them say, no, I like the current state, and they will say, these are smart individuals. They would say, I don't want to get myself out of whack, or I don't want to throw a wrench into what I'm doing. We have had people that do interviews, people that have been here for over a year, things of that nature. So we have done this, but we are not going to force you to do it.
Right. Okay. Let's see. We got the question. Basically, Martha wants to know, without naming names, what's your most current trading, your top dog trader? What are they producing? Can you give any specifics?
Well, for one, these individuals move on to our equity partner, and we typically don't like to say what they're doing, but without a name, we're not talking $1 million a year traders. We're not talking high six figures. We're not talking mid six figures. We're talking in the area, of a nice sustainable income.
Okay. All right. So I see on the screen it says 14-day trial. What exactly? What am I getting in 14 days? Is it a combine? Is it the room? What is it?
You basically get the access to TopstepTrader. You get the chat rooms, the Squawk Radio, which the Squawk Radio is free, but you get access to the other chat rooms. There's an energies room. There's an equities room. There's a room that you can just hear the audio of the trading floor only, if that's something you want. There is the ability for you to learn on a real-time simulator, trading the exact same market as the pros for 14 days. So this is basically just a sim account for 14 days where you're able to get a feel. Some people are very new to the markets, and this is a good step for them. Some people skip the 14-day and go right into the combine. They are probably familiar with some type of trading platform, whether it's Trade Navigator to the e-signals to the ninjas, so all that kind of good stuff. So they can jump right to that. But the 14-day is for those to get a feel for TopstepTrader, to get a bit of a TopstepTrader experience, and but most importantly, you are getting a real-time simulated account that while you are trading that, your trades and your performance will be populated in your trade report.
Right. That's something I want to talk about for just a second. Can you bring up a trade report? Because I really think that the discipline part of it is what attracts me the most, and why I think most people should participate, because they get a very structured plan of what they can or cannot do, and they have a daily report that tells them what they did or didn't do. And okay. I think it really, basically it forces people to analyze that stuff, whereas on their own, a lot of people don't. They just don't do it.
Let me get you an example of a, let's go, Futures Combine. Oh, sorry about that. I pressed the wrong. Okay, here we go. Example of a trade report. So basically this would be an example of a trade report. This individual, this example is a 10-day combine, as you can see right here. that has a starting day of August 28th and a completed day of September 11th. So this starting balance, so they're in a $30,000 combine. The max position's 3. The daily loss limit's 500, and they can only drop that account down 1,500. You can see here the average winning days and the average losing days. This would be a nice performance. You have your winning days are much greater than your losers. Think about the old Kenny Rogers, no one to hold them, no one to fold them, no one to walk away. So this is something that, or I should say the old cliche line of cut your losers and let your winners ride. This would be one of those cliche lines. So your largest winning day, again, here's greater than your largest losing day. So things like this will get you funded. Winning day 60%, max drawdown. I mean, this is an individual that came out of here, traded well, traded small, got, you can see here, lost $60, lost $80, lost $410, did put together a good day, lost a little. So he kept his losing days small and his winning days large, and that put him into a position of, by the end of his combine, he had $31,575. All he needed was $1,500 in profits by the end of his combine, and that would put him in a position to be reviewed for a funded account. You can see here his average net P&L is greater than 0 for each product traded. So each product he traded in S&Ps. So if this would have been crude oil right here, to keep that checkbox like with the green light, so to speak, on it, he would have to have a net P&L greater than 0. So make at least $1 in that product. Do not trade something. Don't trade 10 different products if you're only making money in 2 of them. Then let's focus on the 2 that you're good at. And there's times where those 2 aren't really doing much. That's preserving capital then, and you're not losing capital. So little things like that, and that's why these rules are in place. Overall winning day percentage of 55. You can see that up here. This individual clearly met that with 60. And you can see just by having a $60 winning day, an $80 winning day, that's a winning day. That's going to contribute to that winning day percentage. You want to be thinking about yourself as an athlete of the marketplace. This is kind of how we put it. This guy or girl, whoever this was, average net P&L $158. This is good. This is good. This is putting yourself in a good position to produce. And maybe it isn't that $1 million a year that you're looking for, but would you rather be, trading or making money trading? So we want people that are focused on being winners. We want people that are focused on, I want to be making money if I'm going to be doing this business. So whether that's average P&L greater than 0, that's good. That's a sound trader. And this would be an example of a trade report that you could focus on and say, all right, I can enter a $30,000 combine. I don't have to make a bunch of money. I can just be patient and let the market come to me. And if it was in the continuous combine, which you have more time, it's not 10 days, it's greater time, then now you have all the time in the world to reach this objective. And that's what we want you focusing on, is watching your downside, focusing on bigger winning days and losing days, and things of that nature.
Right. Okay. All right, man. So we're at the 30 minutes. So if anybody's watching the recording later, which there's going to be a lot of people, and they have questions, what's the best way for them to talk to you guys? Is it email? Is it phone?
Yeah. Just support@TopstepTrader. If you want more info, you can go to support@TopstepTrader. You can call us 888-407-1611. We have normal business hours, Central Time, are from 8 in the morning till 5. So we have a great staff, great support, and we can help you out with whatever questions that you still have.
All right, man. It sounds good. And of course, people can also use the AMA thread on BMT if they want to do that. All right. So thanks, Mike. I will post the recording of this a little bit later today, and I appreciate you coming on and answer the questions for us.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me on, and guys, trade well. Always trade for tomorrow. Take care.
All right. Ciao.
See ya.